I've had significantly more cis women be interested in me post transition, especially once I started presenting. Even when I was wearing wigs, I had a lot of girls just super duper interested in me, and I'm
Mm-hmm.
not. I don't know if it's like I don't know if it's just a curiosity thing or what, but I'm not gonna complain about it. I'm all about it.
Yeah, me too. I remember, like, I went to a nightclub. It's like a gay nightclub, and I met this one girl, and she was a little bit taller than me, but
Mm.
she was fucking sexy. And she's like, she came up to me and she's like, I just seen you walking around here, and I just want to see like what you can do and stuff. I was like, all
Yeah.
right, girl. She had, like, it was crazy because we're basically wearing the same shit. Like, I'm
Yeah.
all black lingerie and shit, and she was like wearing like kind of like a BDSM kind of suit, and she had like her chain. She's like, well, I want to hook this on
No
something tonight,
shit.
and I was like, bitch, put that on me.
No shit.
Yep.
That was hot. That
Yeah.
must have been a fun night.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
that shit's crazy, but she's all like for me.
hmm.
I was like, but these dudes, like, no, they don't really want none, but
I get a lot of chasers,
yeah.
but I mean, I get a lot of people like. Well, speaking of cis girls, I have this friend. I had this friend a few years ago, or yeah, and she was like long term boyfriend. Dude had a lot of money, like they had a nice place, and we would drink all the time, right? So dude was
Mhm.
at work, and we got drunk, and she just started kissing me, and we've been friends for like, over a year at that point, and I was like, like let's call her, I don't know, let's call her Jessica. I was like,
Mhm.
Jessica, like Jess, slow down, like what's up? And she was like, I just really wanna check you out. I just really think you're pretty, and I just, I'm really just I want to play, and I'm like, all right, so we made out for a long time, and eventually I had to tell her I was like, like I don't, like I don't have the full setup. I don't know what you're expecting, but like if we're gonna play, it's gonna be a little different. And she was into it, like
Mhm.
all the way. Just wanted to see what I had and wanted to see how I could use it. And I definitely, I was not, I was happy to educate. I love that shit.
Oh yeah. Like, I know there's this other girl. So she's actually like Japanese
Hmm.
and like Mexican. So
Strong
her
combo.
like her dad came from Japan or something like that to Mexico, and met like her mom, and then she came along and stuff. So she was born in Mexico, but she lives here, and like she was like, "You down to fuck?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm down to fuck." And she is so fine. Like Mexican girls have the big old ass, and I just love that shit. I'm like, oh my god. I was like, I wish I had a big old ass like that. And so like, she was a little bit taller than me too. Like all these girls are a little bit taller than me. I don't know.
That could be fun though.
It was. I went like down on her, like
Mm.
stuck my fucking vibrator in her pussy,
Mm.
and she's like, I have never came before, and I was like, really? I was like, bitch, I'll make it come all night. She's like, damn, I'm already fucking tired. I'm like, well, I'm not. You better start using that vibrator on me.
Right, you better turn it around. Um, no, there's just recently actually a friend of a friend, and this is another girl. She was with, has a boyfriend, has a this one had a husband, and he just happened to be away, And I've only known her for a few months, and we just hit it off, and she invited me over to drink, and Netflix and chill, I guess. We were just watching X Files, and the next thing I know, she's like, "You want to make out?" And I'm like, "What about dude? Like what about
Mhm.
your husband?" And he's well, you're a girl, and I don't know, I don't think he would mind. And I'm like, well, fuck, I'm just already wasted, like I'm not gonna like. She was hella cute, like
Mhm.
big o titties, just big o natural tits, and I was just like, well, I'm not gonna argue. And I guess he didn't like to go down on her, so I was once again oh so happy to oblige. And yeah, she was like the same, like, oh, I haven't come like that in so long, and I was like, let me help you, let me show you the way.
Like, for real, I don't know what's up with all these dudes
I
being
don't
scared to
know.
lick
Yeah.
a pussy.
I
Like,
don't know.
what?
I didn't mind before I even transitioned though. It was always super fun for me. I
Mm-hmm.
always love eating pussy. Like it's top 10 best favorite things for me.
Yo,
I
mine
love
is
that
too,
shit.
for sure. Oh my god. I'm trying to, like, think of, like, more.
I definitely get a lot of I don't know, but I definitely get a lot of trans girls interested. Also, I've since I came out, I've been with almost exclusively trans girls, only because like, I mean, I get lots. I mean, cis women peppered in too, but cis dudes are just I don't know. I have trouble finding cis men that are like legit and not like chasers,
Yeah.
because often I'll have people like talk to me, but they don't want to like they want to be like, hey, do you want to fuck in a hotel room, or like, can you host? And I'm like, no, I can't fucking host. Can you buy me can you buy me food? Like, are we gonna do something besides go to my place, fuck, and then I never see you again? Like, I get paid for this shit. Like, I don't care how handsome you are. Like, I'm not gonna be a
Exactly.
secret.
Like, as soon as I landed, I literally had like 4 people ask me for my number. I was like, nope, I'm running inside.
That's funny. Good for you.
Yeah, I was like, nope, I ain't about it. I'm
Right.
like, nope. I don't know, just like some dudes, like, you can tell like when a dude's good or not, and like, that just want to fuck you, and most of them I'm pretty sure just want to fuck me, and I'm like, nah, I'm not about that. I'm like, I'd rather like, get to know like someone a little bit.
Right. I mean, and when I don't know, when I first started like really fucking around, when I really started being like, yeah, whatever, let's fucking, like, let's I'll blow you in a parking lot, shit like that, I didn't care, I did, I blew a lot of, I would fuck around all the time, but um, it's dick is so common, you can find dick anywhere, so I
Mm-hmm.
mean, like, no, I don't want to host. I don't want to bring you back to my place and fuck. Like it's because I can get fucked anytime. Like you
Yeah.
need to like do something else. You need to buy me a movie or something. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's not that worth it for me. I don't care how pretty you think I am. I had a guy a couple weeks ago. Um, I was going to the bar actually. There's a bar down the street from me, so I was walking to the bar and he hollered at me from his car. And like I don't know, I don't. And he was good looking, but he was like, "Hey, you're really pretty," and I was like, "Thanks," And he was a chaser, so he was like, but he said at first he was like, "Are you a man?" And I stopped, and I was like, "What?" Like, and he was like, I mean, are you trans?" And I was like, "Yeah, what's it to you?" Like, what's
Mm-hmm.
up? And he was like, "Oh, I just think you're really pretty. Can I get your number?" I was like, whatever. So I ended up texting the guy, and he's just told me he was just really handsome. I wouldn't have given him my number if he didn't look like he could lay it down, but he was just so boring. He was just like, like just the same shit. Like, hey, do you have a place we can go? Like, do you want to split a hotel room? I'm like, no, I don't even know your first name. I don't want to split a fucking hotel room with you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Cis dudes are just boring most of the time.
Mm. I don't know. I like hanging out with chicks better, just because like like you can have a fun ass time.
Mm.
After you guys finish fucking,
Right.
like be like, bitch, I'll do your makeup,
Right.
and I'll snatch up your liner for you.
Mm-hmm. That last girl I was just telling you about, that last cis girl, we had a whole fucking wardrobe night that night. That was a blast. There's nothing like eating pussy, having a good fucking blowjob, and trying on dresses. I mean, like,
Yeah.
it was a great night. But yeah, you're right. Girls are just a lot more fun, I think,
Yeah.
overall.
I think so too. I mean, fuck. Just like all these girls too. They're always like, "Can you help me with my makeup?" And I'm
Mm.
like, "You don't. You've been doing your makeup longer than I have."
Not all of
Like,
them, and as a matter of fact, I was gonna tell you, you look great. Your makeup is on
thank
point.
you.
I can't do a wing like that to save my life. So
Really?
yeah, like so that you look great.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
So basically, like what I do for like my makeup,
Mm.
I just get like a piece of like Scotch tape and I kind of like line it up, and line it up. Do the eyeshadow. Then once you finish your eyeshadow, you take off the Scotch tape and leaves perfect lines. And so all you gotta do is follow that line straight across, and then straight across that way.
I've never seen that. I've seen people do it with a quarter.
Mm-hmm.
Like hold a quarter up to their eye, but
See, I can do like eyeliner really good, just freestyle too.
Mm.
Like really, really good. Probably better than I can like with the eyeshadow. But people that do it with like a quarter, it doesn't come out like as a perfect line. Because like when you do your eyeshadow with the Scotch tape, it gives out the perfect.
Yeah, like
line,
fucking
like the
painter's tape.
snatch.
yeah.
And you just follow it, and that's your guide, and you learn quick.
I bet.
It's like that. I remember when I first started doing it, I was like, it was only like a year or two ago,
Mm.
and like I got a hang of it, and that was it.
Yeah, I gotta put more work into it. I don't know, I'm fucking lazy, to be honest with you. I just haven't put the hours into it.
Mhm.
But yeah, I have a girlfriend who, I don't know how she does it, but her eyebrows are on point every day. She like shapes them and tints them herself, and I don't know, like it's taken her years to perfect it, but I am just, every time I see her, I'm just so proud of her. She looks so good.
Oh my god, I can do really good eyebrows, and that's what like a lot of girls want me to do. They're like after we fuck, they're like, can you do my makeup? I'm like, all right,
Yeah,
fuck
like-
it.
Right.
Be like, give me about like 30 minutes, and I'll finish your makeup. Cause like honestly, for this, it's harder to do on myself than I can do on another person.
For real, I've heard the opposite.
Yeah, it's like super like hard for me to do it on my own face, but like someone else, I'm just like that. Like I was a pretty good artist for a very long time, so.
Like you drawing?
Mhm.
You still draw?
Not that much anymore. I don't.
I have no fun talents like that. I don't really. I'm not very. I don't have any specific skills, I should say.
Well, I guess getting bitches is one.
I guess, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, like, I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah.
Speaking of bitches, trans girls. Because I mentioned earlier, I've been with, like, since I started presenting, I've been with like tons of trans women, and I don't know if it's just because we're all fucking thirsty, or what, but I have a ton of fun with trans girls. I've never been with anyone like all post-op downstairs, but I've been with like a lot of in between, a lot of combinations, and I love trans women. Everybody is always out to have a good time. Like I've never been with a trans girl that was not fucking ready to go, and I don't know why that is, but maybe it's the hormones, but yeah, I have some of my best experiences has been with other trans women, so they definitely go up to the top of the list for me.
Yeah, I mean, I've been with like not that many trans women, but they had some massive ass cocks. I was like, I was like, holy shit!
Yeah.
I was like, my shit's just like, nah. She's like, nah, you're supposed to be a pussy.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Post Orky, I'm not exactly like batting 10, but I know this one girl who is she's been presenting way longer than me, like long time, but she never really started medically transitioning. So she's like, no HRT, no surgery to speak of, and she has the biggest cock I've ever seen on anybody in my entire fucking life. She has like literally like a 9-inch cock and fat, and she is so generous. She is just so generous, and she looks so good, and she wears like falsies, for tits, but she does great makeup, and she's just like fucking the best. I love fucking with her because she lay it down. She can lay some pipe, and I'm just so grateful I know her. She's just amazing. I love her.
That's like one of my friends. So like I seen her like around my city, like I'd seen her, I think in a Vine. I was like, oh shit, I know you. Like I seen you at the club, and she was like, yeah, well, come say hi next time. And so I was like, yo, let's hang out. And that's when I just got my car too. And so I was like, all right, cool. And so got in my whip, we went home, and like I started kissing on her, and she was like, you know what? No one's ever done that to me, and like fucking lived. And I was like, oh shit, like she's gonna fucking whip my ass.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was all scared, and cause you know she's kind of a big girl, but she was fucking dead ass sexy though, and I was pretty fucking drunk, so I didn't use no lube. She just fucked me like raw.
Oh god.
And I was just like, I was like, oh my god, that was some of the best sex I ever had right there. I was like, oh my gosh, so good.
Yeah, I'm non-discriminatory. I will fuck big girls, small girls, anywhere in between. I'm just a bit of a slut. So like I don't have I don't know if it's no standards, but I definitely have a variety of standards. So like especially if their makeup's on point. I'm like, yeah, bring that eyeliner over here, girl. Like I don't care.
Yeah. Bitches with big asses. Oh, I love me a good ass. Just like
I'm more into tits, but I strive for a larger ass on myself. I was thinking about what's it called, a Brazilian butt lift.
Oh yeah.
But like I just realized, like I was watching this girl talk about getting her tits filled, and like they need you to weigh so much, but before they can like move fat around. So I'm like, I'm not gonna gain weight for them to move fat around. I guess I'm just gonna get like I'm just gonna do fucking squats, I guess, because like I'm not gonna do that. I'm not.
Yeah.
I've worked too hard to lose weight. I'm not gonna gain that shit back.
Yeah, it sucked. I remember like when I first started taking HRT, like I gained a grip. While you're going through puberty again,
Yeah.
so you kind of get fat.
Yeah.
And like I was like pushing like 160, and I remember like someone in my family was like, "Oh my god, you're getting fat," and I was like, "Oh my god, don't say that." I was all emotional and shit, but then I like it just dropped, you know. Like I ate the same how I do now, but it just came off of me after a while. But yeah, so
Same thing happened to me, except I wasn't so lucky. I had to put a lot of work into it. I was big when I started. I'm a little bit taller than you, so I was about I think I was around like 190 when I first started, and I got like 200 pounds after I started HRT, and it was like not fun. I was fucking miserable, and I was terrified because because everyone said it was gonna happen, and I was positive. I was like, I'm gonna be big the rest of my fucking life. I'm never gonna lose this weight. I'm gonna look awful. And long story short, I just stopped drinking, and I stopped drinking and started exercising, and because there's so much sugar and booze, and I'm just such a drunk. Or I was anyway. But yeah, and luckily I'm right at that 150 range right now. I'm 155, which I'm really happy with. So.
no.
But yeah, it just took a lot of work. It took a lot of work. But yeah, same thing. Same thing. Wasn't very scary. Didn't like it.
Yeah.
No.
I know. At that point, it's like, cause like I remember like I fucking broke out so bad, like on my face. It was like so horrible. It was like pimples and stuff like that, and I was like, oh fuck no.
I never first puberty or second puberty. I never had acne very bad, but when I started taking HRT, I cried all the time for no fucking reason.